Yeah, it's your boy Champ, and this is the Champ is Here show.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mr Longchamp here, co-hosting.
And we're gonna jump right into it. Basically, I want to start off by saying, Happy New Year to everybody. Things are changing really fast. If you think 2020 was over, think again. It bled into 2021. It's not like when the ball dropped, things just stop happening. No.
Part two of 2020.
Power Book 2.
Book 2, right?
Yeah. So I was talking to my dad the other day, and I wanna shout out to him real quick. I told him for this part of the segment I was gonna represent him real quick, be his voice. If you understand what I mean. So went to the house, got my freedom soup. I eat CN all day. You feel me? Got the soup. And I said, hey, listen, happy Independence Day. He said, happy for what? I'm like, what do you mean for what? For the independence. Like, we're not independent. I'm like, well, what you mean we're not independent? He's like, no, we're not independent. He said, if Jean-Jacques Dessalines wake up right now, he wouldn't be crying tears, he'd be crying blood for what he fought for. He said, we were independent then. He said that we're not together. I'm like, well, I was just trying to break it down to him. I said, well, after we fought for our independence, France put an embargo. There's the Monroe Doctrine that the United States didn't enforce, and they definitely pushed us to make sure that we paid it, and they made some money also. You know what I mean? And he says, no, I don't want to hear that. He said, if we did it before, we could have did it again. He said, the problem with Haitians, they're not unified, and that's why everything fell apart. Everything was unified under Jean-Jacques Dessalines. You know what I mean? So, and then he raised another point where I do agree with him because we talked about it. He says, Kev.
Yo, wait, my fault, Kev. Yo, my fault. Before you continue, we neglecting our fans. Shout outs real quick. Appreciate you guys.
Can we talk about that later though?
Bro, we do it in the beginning. We do it in the beginning too.
Okay, shout out to the fans.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you but all right, cool.
You can continue, sorry.
He was like, he said, Black lives don't matter. He said, if Black lives matter, I shouldn't be afraid of my people when I walk down the street late at night. And I was like, I feel you. I get it. You know what I mean? And we as a people need to like realize, we understand again. And he was like, Kevin, I wish I had my own radio station where I can say these things. I wish I could, just speak my voice and just tell people that we need to come together, stop, work and, try to enterprise and all of this stuff. And I'm like, I hear you, heard you. And I was like, yo, I got you. Next episode, I'm going to say your message and I get it. We need to come together. Stop making excuses. You know what it is. You know there's white supremacy. You know that. Read. Collaborate. Stop making excuses. We know there's things slowing you down. But if you have willpower, nothing can stop you. Nothing. Whatever situation that you're in, I'm telling you right now, somebody else has it worse than you. And I know people got it bad. I get it. But it's still not an excuse. You can do it. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about on that then. The next thing I want to talk about is, have you seen the protests?
Oh yeah, so that was one of the things I was gonna bring up. So, so we killing two birds.
So the protests. I just noticed, not noticed. I always knew this. The language that they use when it's a certain shade. You see, during the whole Black Lives Matter, they used the term rioters, looters. They threw those words around all the time. Police, tear gas, sticks, batons, all of that stuff.
Get the rubber bullets.
No, they were using rubber bullets in the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, they were shooting no bullets. Tear gas.
So people going to jail, locked up, getting beat in the street. And I'm not saying it was some white people getting it too, like that were defending Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I saw them.
Yeah, anybody who was a part of that movement.
Who was part of that movement. So, but during the protests at the Capitol, during the protests, these people were going in, pushing through the doors. Nothing was happening. They took it over. As a matter of fact, I didn't see any tear gas. I didn't see any batons. Yeah, you saw clips of little pushing and shoving here and there, but I also saw clips of police escorting people into the Capitol. I saw pictures and videos of police authority. I'm not gonna say police. I don't know who exactly. I don't know if they're agents. I don't know what they are. Taking pictures. Well, I'm gonna say police. Fuck that. Fuck that. The police. Fuck that.
Police, Secret Service, all of them, whatever.
Yo, I saw them taking selfies. I saw it all. People sitting down in the offices and the chambers, doing what they want. And I noticed because it's their people. You see, when you psychologically can identify with somebody, you're less when black people are getting humiliated and beaten, when the black person comes a little aggravated into a store, I know how to handle it because we're full of energy. You know what I'm saying to you? If a white person sees that, he's being hostile, he's being belligerent. We all act like that, if you're pushed to the limit. But I just noticed that there was a lot of things different. The language is different on the news. But I will say this, Trump is the most exciting president. He let all that rock. He let all of that rock. He just said, yo, they stole it from us. It's a sad day in our history. I can't believe it. Why would they do this? I'm like, bro.
It's his supporters. That's why. Of course, he's gonna let it rock.
Bro, he's going in.
He's like, yo, I got less than a month left. Listen, anything goes now.
I'm signing pardons. Fuck out of here. And then, not to mention, I'm hearing real quick, we could go segue into the next segment now. I'm hearing that he signed a COVID bill, but snuck in the fine print about disclosure of UFOs.
That's right. Countdown, 180 days. It started
180 days. I don't think he should have made it like 7 days because these dudes are gonna come up with a lie like, yo, what are you talking? We're disclosing what we know. It's not really UFOs, it's aircrafts that we can't identify from China. I bet you 110%. I bet you.
Of course.
Trillion%. So can you tell us a little more about that?
What's that? You say it again?
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Can you do that?
Oh, well.
Do you know more about that?
I don't know too much about like the UFOs and whatnot. I just know that the COVID bill that was like it was like a $2.3 trillion bill, for relief for like businesses and for for everyone to get like the stimulus checks and everything like that. And yeah, that was included that Pentagon and some of the other agencies are have information about UFOs.
Right.
Doesn't go too much into detail about what anything else about any type of like unidentified, beings or other phenomena or anything like that. But if that's a part of the disclosure, then then we're gonna find out whatever it is that's a part of that. So whatever information that they're saying they have about the UFOs, they have to disclose all of that. So
Okay. Heard you. Heard you. So, all right. And what I will say is that a few years ago, I can't remember how many years ago, let's say 7 years ago, I don't know. I was watching the news and they had to change the first responders, I believe, manual for all first responders and what to do when they encounter an unidentified flying object or an
yeah.
extraterrestrial. And I'm in the room like, yo, is anybody else seeing this? Like, am I the only one just caught it? Like, is all the whole world like,
Just oblivious.
yeah, just doing something while they said that? They said it, we'll get it right, you know what I mean? And I'm like, whoa.
It's like just brush over that real quick, and then so we have the weather.
The weather, yeah, it's gonna be partly cloudy.
And that's when everybody else started paying attention.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, those barbecues, those picnics. You know what I mean? I'm like, whoa, no one heard that? It's all good though. All good though. All good. All good. What else? What else?
Yeah, nah, just real quick, because when we were doing our wrap up, we were saying 2020, it's just because it was like the last 2 weeks or whatever left. We was like, watch, like it's still not over. So right at the end of 2020, we got hit with one more fallen soldier. So I just wanted to give a quick RIP to MF Doom. You know what I mean? Which I thought was kind of ironic that he was always wearing a mask and he dies at the end of the year where we always got to wear a mask now. So I thought that was a little bit.
That's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
It was a bad year for rappers. Like if you was a rapper, you either died or you got shot at or something happened. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and I was gonna say Uncle Murder touched on a lot of those with his wrap up. He finally did come through with the wrap up.
Yeah, man. When I heard that that was his last one, I'm like, come on, Murder. We need you. We need you every year. We need you every year when the ball drops.
What did you think of it though?
Oh, it was lit. This dude switched the beats up. It was very soulful. It was very fulfilling. It was what we need that. It was what the spirit needed. You know what I'm saying? So, shout outs to Uncle Murder. Appreciate you. So, it was dope. It was dope. It was dope. But remember, I did my rapper first.
That's right. We beat him to the punch.
I bet I did rapper first. His was a little bit more John Blaze. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to be, he said he was disrespecting niggas respectfully. You feel me? So I was just giving out the facts, but he just, he was just telling you like you dumb, like he was just saying it all, like you nasty, you're an idiot, we caught you. He was saying all of that, but he was really disrespecting niggas respectfully. I like that. I think I'm gonna put that in my tool belt. I'm gonna use that in my repertoire.
I'm gonna disrespect you, but respectfully, yeah.
Respectfully, though. That was lit. That was lit. That's lit. So, yeah, that's all I got, man. Anything?
That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. We could give our shout outs. And just real quick, I don't want us to sound too arrogant. You know what I mean? We're still growing. I don't want to say that, we have like fans. We do have, I appreciate what I would say is our audience. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to give a quick, a shout out to them. Shout out to the Spotify, the YouTube listeners, the iTunes listeners, everybody who's, constantly asking us, yo, when's the next episode? That definitely keep us going aside from our own motivation. So definitely appreciate y'all. Shout
100,
outs to BT Group.
100, 100. Yeah, it's still figuring things out. You know what I mean? But I'm not worried about the numbers. The numbers will come. I just feel like just keep pursuing it because we enjoy doing it, and we're gonna get better. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out the niches, what we need to do, the marketing, what topics and identity. You know, so I feel like me personally coming into my own, just being more of myself and stuff like that. But that's basically it, man. And I just want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to the Brooklyn Cove Yacht Club. That's gonna be it's gonna be crazy during the spring and summer, especially. I want to give a big shout out to Longchamp Success. We're doing big things, with the real estate and going into project management. That's lit. Lee Realty Group, dope. Big shout out to Lee Realty Group. Moving Keys, we got the reality show coming out. You know what I mean? And yeah. Anything else? Anybody I missed?
No, I think we got everybody.
Oh, big shout out to Longchamp Training. Also,
Oh yeah, we in the gym 5 a.m. every day, baby.
5 a.m. 5 a.m. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it sucks to wake up that early, especially if you went to bed late. Still gotta make it. You know what I mean? And also, real quick, man, I just want to before we wrap it up, just know that whatever you're doing, and this is to everybody, whatever you're doing, it's always gonna catch up with you. Always. Always, always, always. If you're getting away with shit, it's always gonna catch up with you. Just because you're getting away with it today or next week or next month or next year, you're getting away with it, always catches up. Always, 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 always. Just know. Because your boy got caught. Your boy got caught. Okay? 5 a.m., 4:45. There's nobody watching me. Let me just go through this light real quick. It's changing. It's taking too long to change. Let me just drive through real quick. And then I've been doing that for a few days. Whoop, whoop. Sorry, buddy. And I said, wow. So it doesn't matter. You got to respect all regulations. And it doesn't matter what dimension or capacity it is. It doesn't matter what dimension, if it's in the street traffic regulation dimension, if it's in the household with your parents or your loved ones dimension, it doesn't matter. School, there's always things you follow. When you break it, you get served. So that's basically it. That's all I got to say. So that's it for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Champions here show. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Cheer.